Over the past week, I've heard several people talk to me about they just didn't think they had the self-discipline to be able to do this type of stretching. So today I thought I'd talk about the benefits of self-discipline and how even though you think you don't have it, ways that you can come back and get that back into your life. So stay tuned. Let's get you self-disciplined. Hey everybody, I have a quick favor for you. I've been looking at my analytics and like I've said many times before, about 85 to 90% of you are not subscribing to the channel. And I really hope that you do because it will help me get more information to you as well as to other people. So if you haven't subscribed, click that button down below that's in the bright shiny lights there. Hit subscribe and let's get this thing rolling. Welcome back to the Muscle Repair Shop. So like I said earlier, one of the biggest issues that people have in doing this type of work for themselves is self-discipline. And I know I have family members and I have friends who would just bend over backwards to help other people out. And yet when it comes to themselves, they tend to put that on the back burner, so to speak. So there's a few things that I've read about, research, and I've seen with people that seems to correlate with having less self-discipline. Number one, consistent sleep. Now, that may sound a little funny, but I've seen some people who every night they go to bed, let's say at 10 o'clock. However, 2 or 3 nights a week, they may stay up to 12 or 1 o'clock. Or they may be so inconsistent that every night they go to bed at a different time. And the thing is that as a human being, you need 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night to really be able to function well. Once you start getting well below 6 hours of sleep, now the body is tired, the brain is frazzled, and it's difficult to concentrate on what you're trying to do. If you're getting more than that, you can still fatigue yourself by having too much sleep. So if you're in that 7 to 8 hour window, that's really a good place to be for sleep. And also the timing, consistently go to bed at the same time. My wife and I work hard every night to go to bed between 9:30 and 10 so that when we get our 7-8 hours of sleep, we're getting up at the time we need to. And here's what's funny. Since we've been doing this for a while, our bodies wake up most of the time before an alarm would ever go off. So it's a thing to do. Procrastination. Many times we put off what we really don't want to do. And I get it. But the problem is that if you keep putting it off, now if it's a project that's due, for instance, you have to overstress trying to get this done quicker. If it's your health and you keep putting it off, let's say with the stretch and release technique, or working out, or eating a healthy diet, you may not run against a deadline, but later in your life, you may find out that that lack of doing those things is going to cost you in some sort of a disease or ailment later on in your life that you look back and you wish that you had. So the one thing I look at when it comes to my health is I look ahead at myself 20 years from now, which would put me at almost 85. And would I be grateful that I did what I did today when I'm 85? Or would I go, that was a waste of time? Chances are, if I'm doing good things for me now, 20 years from now, it will pay benefit. No guarantees, but I think I'd rather err on the side of let's see if it actually works than not. So don't procrastinate. Go ahead and get it done. Make sure that you can take this, get it out of the way. The other thing is that most people have a hard time saying no, setting boundaries. So for those of you who are people pleasers, every time somebody asks you to do something, oh yeah, I can do that. And then what we do is we put things that we were going to do for self-care for us on the back burner because, hey, I made a commitment at 5, I made a commitment at 3. When I stopped trying to be a people pleaser and I really decided to set up boundaries to where I'm saying, okay, I'm taking this time of the day, this is my time. And when I did that, some people got upset because I just wasn't available. Well, my gosh, you need to work more hours or whatever. I don't need to work more hours. I was working plenty of hours for me that also gave me the time to take care of me. Because if I can't take care of me, I can't take care of them, right? So learn how to say no to things so that you don't overbook yourself. The next thing that I want to talk about with this is people will tend to overthink things. This stretch and release is very simple stuff. It's different, very different stuff. And the key to this whole thing is learning how to just relax your mind so that you can relax your body. So many of my clients that I work with, their minds are going 100 miles a minute. They're thinking of 10 different things at one time. You cannot be in a relaxed state and do that at the same time. In fact, if you have a mind where you're constantly trying to multitask, chances are you're in chronic stress 24 hours a day. that's going to affect your sleep. That's going to affect your ability to think. That's going to affect your ability to do the things that you need to do. And finally, that's going to wear you out, where you're just not going to have the energy to do anything out there. So learning how to take care of you is the most important thing you could do. And I know that sounds crazy because you can say, well, I have a family, or I have a company, or I have all this other stuff. But the reality is, if you fail in your health at an earlier age than what you wanted to, how are the people you're taking care of going to benefit from that? So you're not just doing it for you, you're actually doing it for the people that you want to take care of, whether it's your employees or whether it's your family or friends. So shift the thought process about self-discipline. I'm not doing this just for me. I'm doing this so that I can continue to do and help the people that I want to in my life. Maybe that's a better way to look at it than feeling selfish that you're just doing it for you. So anyway, I hope this helps. If it does, please subscribe down below, ring the bell, leave me some comments about this. I'd like to hear some of your tactics and what you're doing with improving your self-discipline. And oh, by the way, don't forget to go online to Amazon and get my book so you can get the manual of how to do these things and start to change your life. You will be grateful that you did. I hope you enjoyed this last video. Be sure to click on the video here to my left and enjoy.